I want to do a quick review of last night's MNBRT radio. It was a great show. The guests were Ron Moorhead and Scott Nelson, and they talked about the Sierra sounds, and Scott did his interpretations of the sounds, where he vocalized the interpretations of the sounds, and he talked about the Sasquatch phonetic alphabet, which is something that he came up with last year. He also talked about quite a bit of his research into the sounds. Ron Moorhead talked about how the sounds were acquired, how they came about, and there was quite a bit of playing of some of the sounds. Some of the sounds on both Sierra Sounds CDs, or both the Bigfoot Recordings CDs. There were a few callers. The first caller was Randy Harrington, driver operator. He asked a question to Scott, and the second caller was a friend of Scott's named Ron Bowles, who asked a question. Also, was supporting Scott. And then I called in and I asked Scott if he'd heard the initial, if he was familiar with and had heard the initial recording, which was made in 1971, before Alan Berry got there. He said he was not familiar with that recording. He hadn't heard it. And then I also asked what they thought was the best type of recorder to use in the field, and they said an HD, I think they said H2 Zoom as a recorder, as a type of recorder you can get. It was a great show. 5 stars as always, Abe. Great show. I enjoyed it. Don't know what Abe has planned for next Monday night, but it'll begin at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, www.blogtalkradio.com/MNBRT. And as always, we do encourage you to please tune in and support great research.